Have you ever wondered about the authenticity of fashion narratives presented by tabloids? In a recent attempt to reframe the fashion narrative, the Daily Mail tried to cast Kate as the saviour of struggling fashion brands. But let's look a little closer at this claim. The tabloid's narrative was met with stark criticism from the audience, who were quick to point out the glaringly obvious: Kate's style, often repetitive and outdated, lacks the inspiration that modern fashion enthusiasts crave. Audience comments flooded in, highlighting the disconnect between the so-called style icon and the fashion-forward public. One comment read, "I've often wondered about those coat dresses. Never seen anyone wear them apart from the royals. They're impractical and stuffy." Another echoed a similar sentiment. "No one wants to wear the same coat dress in 10 different colours. It's not fashion, it's a uniform." Clearly, the audience wasn't buying into the Daily Mail's narrative. Other comments painted a stark picture of the lack of influence Kate's fashion has on the market. "Seems like if Middleton wears your brand, you won't last long afterwards." It's almost as if most women aren't dressing for ribbon-cutting ceremonies. Proof that Doolittle is not any sort of influence on fashion. Kate's style is old-fashioned for her age. No wonder brands targeting younger people are pulling away. The general sentiment was clear. Kate's look may fit royal protocol, but it's far from relatable or trend-setting. In contrast, Meghan's modern, effortless style has an actual commercial impact, selling out items in minutes and inspiring real-world fashion choices. So while tabloids scramble to paint Kate as the fashion hero, the numbers and the people tell a different story. Clearly, the audience is not buying into the narrative that the Daily Mail is trying to sell. The Kate effect seems to be losing its steam, and the Daily Mail's attempts to spin it into relevance are falling flat. Fashion evolves, but sticking to outdated coat dresses and safe choices, that's not influence. That's stagnation. Meghan's authentic, modern and global fashion appeal continues to shine. And no PR article can overshadow that. But what is this so-called Kate effect, and does it hold any water? The Kate effect is a term coined by the media, suggesting that Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, or as we know her, Kate Middleton, has the power to influence fashion trends and the success of brands through her style choices. The premise is simple. If Kate wears it, it will sell out. And while there may be some truth to this, particularly in the early years of her royal life, the idea has begun to lose its shine. Is it because Kate's style is too safe, too predictable? Or is it that the fashion industry is rapidly evolving, leaving behind the more traditional and conservative looks of the past? The answer seems to be a bit of both. Audience responses to Kate's style have been mixed, with many pointing out the repetitive and outdated nature of her outfits. One commenter noted, "I've often wondered about those coat dresses. Never seen anyone wear them apart from the royals. They're impractical and stuffy." Another quipped, "No one wants to wear the same coat dress in 10 different colours. It's not fashion, it's uniform." These sentiments underscore a growing disconnect between Kate's style and the fashion desires of the modern woman. Today's fashion enthusiasts crave diversity, uniqueness, and a sense of personal style that goes beyond the traditional uniform of royal attire. Moreover, the reality of the fashion industry paints a different picture. Brands that Kate has worn have indeed seen a surge in interest, but this has often been short-lived and hasn't necessarily translated into long-term success. As one observer noted, "Seems like if Middleton wears your brand, you won't last long afterwards." From these perspectives, it appears that the Kate effect may be more of a media construct than a real fashion phenomenon. The true influence of a style icon goes beyond the immediate sales spike. It inspires and shapes the fashion choices of the masses, and on that front, it seems Kate's influence is waning. From these perspectives, it appears that the Kate effect may be more of a media construct than a real fashion phenomenon. Now, let's contrast this with Meghan's influence in the fashion world. Meghan Markle, with her modern and relatable fashion choices, has taken the fashion world by storm. Her influence is far from superficial. It's rooted in her authenticity, and the commercial impact she generates is noteworthy. Unlike the coat dresses and safe choices we've seen from other royal figures, Meghan's style is refreshingly modern and diverse. She effortlessly marries the formal with the casual, the classic with the contemporary. Whether it's a chic coat worn over a simple dress or a designer gown paired with a pair of sneakers, Meghan's fashion choices are always on point, and more importantly, they are relatable. Her fashion influence extends well beyond the royal circles. It reaches the everyday woman who sees in Meghan's style a reflection of her own aspirations and lifestyle. And this is where Meghan's true fashion power lies. It's not about wearing the most expensive or exclusive brands. It's about making style choices that resonate with women around the world. This relatability is what leads to the so-called Meghan effect. Items she wears sell out within minutes, as women rush to emulate her style. This has a profound impact on the commercial fashion industry. Brands, big and small, have seen their sales skyrocket after Meghan is seen wearing their pieces. But it's not just about the immediate sales boost. Who's the real fashion hero here? That's the question on everyone's mind as we delve deeper into this fashion saga. On one hand, we have Kate with her traditionalist approach, sticking to the royal protocol of coat dresses and safe classic choices. On the other hand, there's Meghan, whose modern and effortless style is turning heads and making waves in the fashion world. Kate's style, while befitting a royal, has been criticised as being outdated and lacking creativity. The public's perception of her fashion choices has been starkly clear, with comments such as, "Kate's style is old-fashioned for her age," and "No one wants to wear the same coat dress in 10 different colours. It's not fashion, it's uniform." It seems the Kate effect is losing its charm as it struggles to resonate with the younger, more fashion-forward crowd. Contrastingly, Meghan's fashion influence has been nothing short of a phenomenon. Her sense of style, which blends modern trends with timeless elegance, has been widely appreciated and emulated, whether it's her chic maternity dresses or her enviable collection of coats. Meghan's fashion choices have been setting trends and selling out items within minutes of her public appearances. Her style has been described as authentic, modern, and global, a fresh breath of air in a world of royal fashion, traditionally known for its conservatism. The public's preference seems to be tilting towards Meghan's modern style. The comments sections are abuzz with praises like, "Meghan's style has actual commercial impact," and "Meghan's authentic, modern and global fashion appeal continues to shine." It's clear that Meghan's influence on fashion is not just confined to her wardrobe, but also extends to her ability to inspire real-world fashion choices and trends. In the end, the debate on who is the real fashion hero boils down to personal preferences and the changing tastes of the public. However, in this era of modern, dynamic fashion, the numbers and people seem to be favouring Meghan's fashion influence over Kate's. But what does this tell us about the changing fashion landscape? One thing is clear as crystal: fashion is an ever-evolving entity, as mercurial as the winds of change. It is a vibrant tapestry that mirrors the zeitgeist, reflecting cultural shifts and societal trends. Staying relevant in this dynamic landscape is not just about following the latest fads, but about understanding and embracing the spirit of the times. Now, let's consider the concept of the outdated. Styles that are seen as outdated are not necessarily bad or undesirable. Rather, they are styles that have stopped evolving, stopped adapting. They are stuck in a bygone era, refusing to move with the currents of change. This is stagnation, and in the world of fashion, stagnation is a death sentence. Take, for instance, the reliance on traditional coat dresses and safe choices. While these may have been the height of fashion at one point, clinging to them in an era that celebrates individuality, diversity, and innovative design is akin to trying to hold back the tide. It's not just about being out of touch with current tastes, but also about missing out on the chance to influence and shape them. On the other hand, consider the power of embracing modern, global fashion trends. This approach signifies an understanding of the world as a global village, a place where ideas and inspiration can come from any corner. It's about recognizing that fashion is not just about clothes, but about identity, expression, and connection. And when done right, this approach can inspire, influence, and even drive commercial success. So, as the fashion landscape continues to change and evolve, it's essential to adapt, to remain open to new ideas and influences. The most successful fashion icons are those who understand this, who are not afraid to break the mold, and who use their influence to drive positive change. In the end, it's not about who wears what, but about how fashion reflects and influences our society.